Assalamualaikum. I am Muhammad Adam Mirza bin Zafar from KRK. My metric number is 055541. So today we will be deploying a web server using Oracle Cloud. Before we start, I want to thank Dr. Suhailan for teaching us in this subject, Internet-based System Development Methodology CSW33803. And again, before we start deploying a web server, what is a web server and what is Oracle Cloud? The term web server can refer to both hardware and software, or both of them working together. On the hardware side, a web server is a computer that stores a web server software and a website's component files. While on the software side, a web server includes several parts that control how web users access hosted files. Next, what is the Oracle Cloud? It is a complete cloud infrastructure platform for every workload. OCI, or Oracle Cloud Infrastructure, has all the services you need to migrate, build, and run all your IT, from native existing enterprise workloads to new cloud native applications and data platforms.
Hi, let's continue to the first step of deployment of the web server using Oracle Cloud. The first thing you have to do is sign in to the Oracle Cloud. This is my cloud account name. I have registered my Oracle Cloud using my Putra University email. So it is an autofill password. So you will get displayed by this interface, and you go to Launch Resources, create a VM instance. This instance means you want to create a server in the Oracle Cloud. So name your instance Adam second server. The placement is where we want to locate the server. So we have to change the image and shape. Change image. Choose Ubuntu. Select image. And this is the shape. Also, we have to change the shape. This is a virtual machine and this is a physical machine. So we want a virtual machine. And we want to change the city to Intel. And the shape name just the lowest requirement of the shape. Select shape. Okay, and this one we can save both private and public key just in case. Okay, we'll save it here and we save it here. These are the keys that we have saved earlier. Untick this one in boot volume, and then we can specify a custom boot volume size. Make it 100 or whatever, but I think that by default 46.6 GB is enough for this server. And click create. We just have to wait for this to turn green to make it successful. The good thing about creating a server in Oracle Cloud, we have the public IP address, so anyone can access our server by using this public IP address. It has turned green, so it says that 100% succeeded. So let's get into our server. We can go to Putty here. I have downloaded the Putty. Okay, this is Putty. We can copy the IP address and put it in our Putty hostname. But if you click open, it says that it requires our public key. So we already have the public key here, but we want to make it in Putty format. So it is where we have to download the Putty Key Generator, Putty Gen. We can import key, this one, but before we save our private key, go to parameter for saving key files, make sure it is 2 ppk file version. Click OK. And then we can save the private key. We can make it as Adam second server new key. Click save. So we can close this one. Let's go back into our Putty, our IP address, and then go to authentication in SSH, browse our private key and the Putty. Click open. Ubuntu. Yes, we are already in. We want to add a new user in our server, so we cannot just add user Adam in here. We have to get into the root by this command sudo su or sudo su. So in this root we can add a user. So requires password, give your password. Maybe okay. Alright, full name Adam Mirza, and then just click enter if you don't want to insert the information. Yes. And then we want to make Adam as an administrator. So the command will be usermod -ag sudo the name of the new admin, the new user, Adam. So we try to exit. We get into the Putty again. Our key. If we want to get into the server, we have to put the public key. But if we put Adam here, there is no key yet. So we get into the Putty again. Then authentication, browse to our key. Get into Ubuntu first. So if you want to make Adam to get into the server by using the key, we have to get into the file by nano /etc sshd_config. But it says unwritable because we are not in the root permission. Exit by click Ctrl X. Sudo su first, and then we can get into the nano. So we just go to the most bottom, right, match user Adam, and password authentication, yes, and keyboard interactive authentication, yes. Save it by Ctrl O, click enter and exit. And we have to restart the SSH service. So let's exit. So we try to get back into Putty again. And no need to browse the key from this one, the Adam second server new key, because we have already did it before in the nano. So click Adam and Adam password. Okay, or we have to get into the root. So if the first step, if you want to install something, we have to update the server first by apt update. And then we can install Apache by apt install Apache2. Click yes. And then we want to install PHP by apt install PHP 7.4. 7.4 is the default version for Ubuntu PHP. Click yes. If you want to check the PHP is running or not, we can command php -v. So this is our PHP version, and we can also check the Apache status by Apache-big V. Sorry, it was a mistake. Apache2 -v. So this is our version of Apache. So now we can check the status of the Apache service, Apache2 status, and it says that active running. Click Ctrl C to exit. So our server has running, but if we check, if we go to the public IP address, it still cannot be opened because of the firewall configuration. So we can go to the Oracle Cloud, go to the subnet, go to the security list. The firewall here is already right, because if you want to access here, the HTTP is port 80 here, and the HTTPS is 443. It has automatically added also the egress rules, but this is because the firewall configuration in the server. So we can get back into the Putty nano etc IP tables /rules.v4. So this is all the firewall. Start from -a input and until the last -a. Input means everything that comes into our server or computer. The ICMP is the ping, UDP, the connection list, and TCP is the connection, wired connection. So we can Ctrl K to delete or just add command. I will add command as just in case I want to refer to the IP tables later. We have make all the firewall as a command, so we can save it as Ctrl O, enter and exit. So we want to restart the IP table service. Service IP tables restart. If we get back into our IP address, and it works. And now we want to make our web server not by using IP but using domain. But before that, let us look at our location of this file. Go back into our Putty. We can go into CD. CD means copy directory or change directory. var www and then we try to list .html there. Go there. Let's look at what is in the HTML. Got index.html. Let's try remove the index.html. So if we reload this, it doesn't exist because the index.html, which is the name of the file, is already been deleted. Now let's try to create a file. nanoindex.php. Let's try header. Welcome to my assignment web server. Okay, save, exit. Yeah, if we try to list it down, got index.php, and if we reload the page, welcome to my assignment web server. And now we want to change back the IP address. We don't want the IP address, but we want a domain. It actually have to be paid. A lot of domain have to be paid .my.com, but we have the free, which is the noip.com free domain, but it is limited. I mean, it cannot be choose. So let's sign in. You have to create an account first for no IP. Okay, so this is your hostname. Let's say Adam X, another X, Adam X23, and we can get the domain as onthewifi.com, sites DNS, DNS.me. What do we have earlier? Okay, we try to make it different. ddns.me, hop2.me. Okay, let's try this one. Oh, it is for an upgrade, but we try to choose another different domain, ddns.me. Okay, serve beer. Okay, add hostname. Oh, we have to remove. Okay, which we will remove. We can remove this one. No, this one. Delete. Yes. Our hostname is already created, so we can go into this one. So we can change. We copy this IP and paste into the only IP. Okay, update hostname. So we try to copy this one. Yes, welcome to my assignment web server using this domain. So if we try to ping this one, this IP is my public IP address. Okay. But now, this web server is not secure yet. It means it is still HTTP but not HTTPS. HTTPS. This site cannot be reached. So it is not yet secured. So how can we make it as HTTPS? Go into our putty again. Click sudo. Sorry. Oh, our putty has. Maybe we have to get into the putty again, as usual. We get into our putty again. This one. Okay. Okay, go to the root first. Okay, get into the var HTML. Okay. Okay, now the command will be sudo a2env/ssl. So it says that module already enabled, so we can go into the cd at c Apache2 sites enable. Okay, but it is not exist yet. This is our virtual host for HTTP port 80 and we want the 443 to be in this enable sites. So we click sudo a2env headers. It is not in here because we don't create it yet. And we try sudo a2 configuration, just c1f SSL parameters. Doesn't exist because it doesn't exist yet. But it is actually in the this one, sites available. So let's try. Okay. Yes, it is in there. Default.ssl.c1f. This is our 443. So sudo a2 site default SSL. But we haven't restart the Apache2 service first. So let's try HTTPS. It means that we have did it, but not yet finished. This is because we have to have a certificate. So how to make a free certificate? Go into our server again, apt install certboard. Yes. So we can search board, search only, choose number 2, then put it your email in case it want to send a notification if the certification nearly expired. Okay, I want to put my Putra email. Okay. Agree, yes, agree. Okay, click yes. So domain name is required, so copy our domain name here. Okay, just right click to paste, click enter, and then it says that input the web root for the domain, so it is located in here. var www.html, click enter. Okay, so it says that your certification chain has been saved at this one. So this is actually our license here. So we have to put this into our file. No, not file, but in our coding in Nano. So it is in the CD sites enable. Yes, the color is different, so make sure the color is different. It means that it can be executed. The color is different, maybe it is because the permission. So copy this one first, copy this one, just highlight, don't click Ctrl C, go into the default SSL .conf. Okay, so at this SSL certificate file, delete, just backspace and right click, yeah, and also this one. But this one, it is brief key, Ctrl O to save, enter, Ctrl X to exit. Okay, now we try. Not yet, because restart our Apache service is important. To note that it is always important to always restart our Apache service if we change anything. Okay, let's try again. Yes, already succeed. Okay, in case if you want to upload our file, let's go to the thing called Tiny File Manager. Okay, Tiny File Manager, this one. Go to GitHub. Okay, go to tinyfilemanager.php, go to raw. So we want to copy all the coding, but it no need to copy all the coding, but we can copy this one. Don't copy that link. Yes. So let's get back into our Putty and let's go back first, and in the cd var html, let's see, yes, exists in the PHP. So the command is wget, to get the thing we want to copy. We want the thing, we command wget and then click enter. Okay, if we list already there. So let's try our web server, Tiny File Manager. Oh, sorry, it is Tiny File Manager .php. Yes. So the default password is admin, and the password is admin alias 123. So this is the file manager. But now we want to change the password. We want to change the password because the password just now is ridiculous, easy to know, but we can't change it here. We have to get into our Putty. So let's generate first. Generate the thing first. This one, copy this one. Okay, now let's say our password is ASSG IBSDM. Generate. So this is our hash. So copy the hash, go into Putty, get into the tiny file manager dot PHP, and then in this in this ASSG IBSDM. So we delete this one, delete, right click, and this one we have to change. We want to change. Just delete and add everything. So the another malicious user cannot get into our thing. Save, exit, and let's try to get back into our tiny file manager. Our password has been changed. We can take a look at this. Yes, see, already changed. So now let us try to upload, but remember we cannot upload anything because it is en route. So let's see, we want to upload a Metasploit hackathon. This one, okay, see, isn't unwritable. It is because the owner is root. We have to change the owner permission. If we learn in the penetration testing, if we see, sorry, not this one. See, root. Everything is root. So we have to change the permission. So just okay, we want all HTML to change the permission. The command will be chown -r www-data and the thing we want to change the permission, HTML here. Yes, if we reload, yes, has been changed the owner. Now we can upload file. Let's say we want to upload this guy. Back, see, okay. So let's try CSA33803 Metasploit hackathon .pdf. Oops, sorry. Again, CSA32303 33203, sorry. Metasploit hackathon.pdf. Yes, it exists. Let's say we want to upload a bigger file. This one, 10 gig. Okay. Okay. See? Not exist because it is more than the size is exceeded. The size exceeded. So what we can do? Get into the nano. It is on PHP nano @c PHP /7.4 the version /Apache2 upload/php.ini. So we can control W to search for upload. Okay. Okay, look at this. Maximum file size, make it 200 megabytes. And this is 200. Another thing, search for post_max. Okay, this one also make it 200 megabyte. Control O, enter, Control X. So we have to restart the Apache service, never forget that. Okay, now let's try. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Upload a bigger file, 10 megabytes here. Okay, it does exist. If you want to open the file, let's try. CSW33803. Coding for .pdf. It can be opened. The book for coding for penetration testers. So it is done. Our server has done. Create a web server using the Oracle Cloud.
Thank you for watching my assignment video. I hope that we can see each other later in the next video.